Identify the two natural numbers a square root lies between. You're going to use Desmos for this. You're either going to type in the square root or the radical symbol, or you're going to type the letters SQRT. Then make sure the number is underneath that radical. For example, the square root of 348 is equal to 18.6547, and on and on and on. What is the number to the left of that decimal? That number is 18. Then you ask yourself, what is the next natural number? The next natural number is 19. So when you look at 18.65, which one is it closer to? 18 or 19? Because that decimal is a 6, it is definitely closer to 19. Now let's try to do some examples. Look at this sequence of numbers. Which number could replace the missing value? When you get a question like this, don't let it make you do more work than you have to. I'm going to mark through every number except the two that are exactly by that missing value. So I know that my number has to be between 15 and 16. So to do that, I'm going to make a small number line just so I can visualize it in my head. Then I'm going to take those numbers and one at a time, I'm going to put them in my calculator. So the square root of 255 is 15.9, which is between 15 and 16. Let's try the others just to be sure. So I'm going to start with the square root of 320. That's 17, so that's too big. So let's try the square root of 300. That is also 17, that's too big. And finally, the square root of 220, which is a 14.8, that is not big enough. Always check everything just to make sure that you don't make a mistake. Let's go on to the next one. Complete the sentence below. The square root of 317 is between blank and blank, but it's closer to blank. Again, I type in squirt or square root of 317. I look at the decimal, 17.8, and so on. So I write the 17 first, count up 1 to 18, and then look at it carefully. Which number is it closer to? Because it's 17.8, which is 5 or greater, it is definitely closer to 18. All right, so there's Miss Benson, and she says it's time to stop. Let's go on to the next one.